Hello, my name is Dave, and this is the new and improved channel intro. Now you may be asking yourself, Dave, why did you decide to redo the intro? And my response to that is, well, have you seen the intro? That video was recorded well over 2 years ago, and, well, things have changed a little bit since then. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no delusions of grandeur here. I know my place. But I feel like that I've improved things around here just a tad since then, and I've added some new equipment to the mix over the last 2 years as well. Before I go too far, I should probably actually do some, introducing, since this is supposed to be the intro. So here it is. Welcome to Zilog Moto. What is Zilog Moto? Am I Zilog or am I Moto? Why did I put two names if it's just me? Why is there a pineapple in the back of all the shots? What's the best Sega racing game, and why is it Power Drift? Which is better, Coke or Pepsi? Whatever happened to the Duke boys, and who the hell were Coy and Vance? What? Oh, sorry, I think I might have gotten a little off track there. Let me start working my way through a few of those. Like many kids who grew up with video games, I never grew out of them. I still play new games to this day, and while I certainly have an affinity for the various Microsoft platforms, I've been known to dabble on the Sony side as well. And while my first console was technically an Atari 2600 Junior, I'd say I didn't really get passionate about gaming until my uncle let me borrow his Sega Genesis for a bit. I liked it so much that my parents finally got with the times, and then they got me my own for Christmas that year, and I spent a lot of time with that thing, playing all sorts of games. Fast forward to about 6 years ago, and I'm in a Goodwill wasting some time, and they happen to have a copy of Quartet and Action Fighter for the Master System. And I figured, what the hell, this is pretty unusual to see Master System games in the wild in the United States, and they're complete. I'm going to pick them up, even though at the time, I didn't have a single Sega console in the house. Well, things kind of snowballed after that, and I came up with a crazy idea to collect every game that could have been played on a Genesis, which means the Master System titles via the Power Base converter, Sega CD titles, and 32X titles. But then that wasn't good enough, as there's tons of English language games that didn't get released in the United States. So let's collect them all. And that started this wall behind me that currently consists of 154 Master System games, 520 Genesis titles, 78 Sega CD titles, and 21 32X games. But would you believe I'm still 500 games short of my goal? Yeah, I'm going to need some more shelves. Anyway, after starting this collection, I came across the Completely Unnecessary podcast with Pat the NS Punk and Ian Ferguson, which then sent me down the rabbit hole of about 10 years of Pat, and I started thinking, hey, I can do a lot more with this collection than just have it sit and collect dust. Maybe I should start a review channel. Because, I don't know if you're aware or not, but Sega, not exactly a whole lot of people covering these games in the US, especially the criminally underrated Master System. And thus, Zilog Moto was born, a 25-year journey that's currently in year 3 and 108 episodes deep. I plan on doing this every week until there's nothing left to review, so if that sounds interesting to you, I'd ask you to subscribe, just like the other 100 people have. And by the way, thank you to all 100 subscribers. It means the world to me. Also, to answer the questions from before, Zilog and Moto are processors, but if I had to be one, it would be Moto, and there's two because both live in the Genesis. The pineapple is a reference to the best show ever, Psych. You know that's right. Power Drift is clearly the best Sega racing game. Play the deluxe arcade cabinet and you'll understand. Dukes of Hazzard had a contract issue in Season 5. You don't care about that. But which is better, Coke or Pepsi? Or C? Whatever you like to play, have fun, and be excellent to each other. And enjoy the channel.